So Palworld has sold 25 million copies, 15 million on Steam and 10 million on Xbox. So Palworld is one of the fastest selling games of all time. Again, in the age of the internet, games sell fast relatively quickly, but Palworld sold 25 million copies as well. So yes, Palworld's player base is no longer what it used to be when it came out because yes, people are really angry that I said that, but it is true. People complete games and move on. Okay, people are not, and a lot of kids are gonna be probably playing Palworld for months. Okay, a lot of kids, yeah, they'll definitely be playing Palworld for months because they find the game fun, but a lot of people who move on to the next game, like YouTubers or streamers, they're gonna play Palworld, beat it, and move on to the next game. Same thing with a lot of the other gamers, they're gonna move on to the next game. Palworld is not like a game where you can play over and over and over again. There are probably people who can play Palworld over and over again. But Palworld is not like a game where you can play like over and over and over again, or like an online game. It's a single player game, and usually most people play through those once, and that's it. Palworld is, has some replay value, which means people are going to be playing it more than. But Palworld is definitely not a flop. It wasn't a flop even in the first day when the game came out, when the game sold like 5 million copies in a day. Okay, what shows is some demand for these types of games as well, which is why the game Ark was so popular as well. Ark is a very similar game to Palworld. We can tame creatures to have them help you traverse the world and stuff. Palworld is basically the same thing, but you capture them and make them on your side as well. The game is, I don't know who's calling Palworld a flop. I think the reason why I was saying that is because the mainstream media was reporting the fact that the player base was dropping, which happens in every single game, and people actually got angry over that. Like, it happens in every single game. Okay, Elden Ring had like 500,000 players at once, and has like 20 to 40,000 player base, which is usually what happens with these major games. Most people complete the game and move on to the next game. Okay, that's as simple. Or move back to the multiplayer games they usually play, like CS:GO or Fortnite, as well. Okay, Palworld is also an early access like Ark released, and but the fans who really love Palworld are going to continue coming back for more content. I think that's what gets very similar to those types of games. And then when the new content arrives, the player base spikes back up to like 80 to 90,000. But gaming is a very competitive market. Games are all competing for your playtime. Okay? And Palworld is going to eventually go down to an average, an unhealthy game goes below 10,000 players. I don't think Palworld is going below 10,000 players anytime soon. Okay, unless the game gets taken down or something. But I think Palworld will probably go to around 20 to 100,000 players. It's a pretty and stay steadily around between those numbers, which is a pretty healthy number of players for a game. So around 25 million people have bought this game. So that means this game is not a flop. Same thing with Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know why people keep saying Tears of the Kingdom is a flop when the games were like 20 million copies as well. But yeah, the game sales is also going to slow down as most of the people who are interested in the game already bought it. It's just how games work. For example, Elden Ring sold most of its copies in a couple months. Tears of the Kingdom did as well. Most people buy the game in the first couple of months if it's a big single player game. It's just how it is with gaming. Usually multiplayer games usually have the best things like Mario Party and stuff. But yeah, I'm using Mario Party as an example, but also games like 2D Mario as well. Yeah, but yeah, Palworld sold a lot of copies in a month. And yeah, that's a lot of copies, 25 million. Goodbye.